Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, Mixed Feelings. We tell you about a program that is causing some debate.
And later, we tell you about a celebration of journalism and an Iowa City icon.
We'll give you updates from Iowa basketball's Media Day.
And Mary Kate Harrian gives us her predictions for Iowa's starting five.
Beautiful fall temperatures are headed our way. I'll tell you more in weather.
All that and more is coming up.
Daily Iowan TV starts now.
Good morning and thanks for tuning in to this live Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Noah Gowdy.
And I'm Becca Scadden. The law firm that won the major lawsuit against the University of Iowa's athletic department is now looking to change how the UI handles sexual assault. 2 lawsuits were filed to change how the school reacts to women reporting assault and harassment. The lawsuit says that cases that are affected by the, quote, victim blaming, implicit gender bias, and gender stereotypes, end quote. The firm wants to have more student surveys, analysis done on the investigations, and gender-based violence training. We will keep you updated on how this story develops.
Former Congressman Joe Walsh will be speaking tonight at the Iowa Memorial Union's South Room at an event being held by Turning Point USA. This group says that they are working to advance free markets, limited government, and fiscal responsibilities. Walsh is a former Illinois congressman and is now a radio host and founder of the Walsh Freedom Movement. The doors will open at 6:30 p.m. with the event starting at 7. Stick with Daily Iowan's Ethics and Politics Initiative for more on Walsh's appearance.
A group of University of Iowa and Lahore University researchers found a problem with Facebook's security allowing collusion networks to boost content. The security problem let these networks give fake likes in exchange for account access. These fake likes can misrepresent how popular a Facebook post is. The researchers use a computer software to create a decoy network to learn more about the problem. After finding the issue, they worked with Facebook to stop the problem, and now Facebook has implemented their own strategy to get rid of collusion networks. The researchers do not have a solid conclusion on the purpose of the fake likes. To get a more in-depth look at this story, go to our website, dailyiowan.com.
The Iowa City Police Department is working to save drivers money and increase safety in the area. The department created a new program called BULBS. It stands for Building Unity Linking Businesses for Safety. The program began on October 10th, and it lets officers give out vouchers at their discretion to pay for drivers' car light violations. A driver can take the voucher to one of 10 repair shops and receive a free bulb replacement. The money for the vouchers come from forfeitures funds, which is money brought in from criminal activities. The main goal for the program is to promote street safety.
Downtown has a brand new Hilton Garden Inn that recently opened in Iowa City. Daily Iowan TV's Kaylin Cluck took a tour and got a first look at the new location.
A new Hilton Garden Inn with 143 guest rooms just opened on South Clinton Street. At 12 stories high, it's the tallest building in downtown Iowa City. Management said this is one of the first new hotels to open in Iowa City for about 30 years. It includes not only guest suites, but a ballroom for events and a rooftop restaurant as well.
It's been a very exciting process. I was here 22 months ago in December of 2015 when we broke ground on this very spot. And after 22 months of construction, we opened the hotel last week on October 5th, and View Rooftop is set to open on October 24th.
When starting up a new hotel, countless things have to be taken into consideration. From the type of mattresses, to the style of bathtubs, to getting the pool inspected for safety. The Hilton is also preparing to host wedding receptions and other special events.
Oh man, it's been kind of hectic, but it's been really good. I mean, there's just a good energy about everyone right now, and I think things are going really well.
Construction is also finishing up on the View restaurant on the top floor of the hotel. When it opens, anyone in Iowa City can come for a craft beer, cocktail, and the view. Reporting for Daily Iowan TV, I'm Kaylin Cluck.
Well, Noah, the view from that rooftop restaurant looks like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and I bet the weather up there is even better. Let's toss it over to Kayla in our weather studio to find out what this week is looking like.
Thanks, guys. Overseas, Hurricane Ophelia has hit the United Kingdom, Ireland in particular. In fascinating weather news, high winds of the hurricane carried dust from the Sahara to the United Kingdom. This caused the sky to appear yellow and the sun to appear red in many areas, as seen in this photo from BBC. People in the region posted many photos of the unusual skies online, describing the sight as apocalyptic. As for our weather that's closer to home, it's about 48 degrees right now in Iowa City, and we're looking at a sunny day with a high of 72. Tonight, we can expect to see clear skies and temps around 56 degrees. Then tomorrow, we'll see weather similar to today, with sunny skies and a high of 72. Now looking at our extended forecast, we'll see some more sun on Thursday and a high of 73 degrees. On Friday, temps could get up to 75 with partly cloudy skies. Then Saturday is looking cloudy with a high of 76. On Sunday, things will cool down again with a high of 64 degrees and scattered showers. So for the most part, we can expect a beautiful fall week in Iowa City with plenty of sun. Noah, Becca, back to you.
Thanks, Kaylin. There's a difference of opinions regarding the English Second Language program here at the UI.
Some students find the programs beneficial, while others seem to think they're a waste of time.
Daily Iowan TV's Ethan Gutstein has the story.
A student attending the University of Iowa will normally be required to take only a rhetoric class and gen eds. However, for most international students, they have to complete an additional program. The English Second Language program is a curriculum that consists of several classes, including building speaking skills, listening skills, and writing skills. International students must go through the program if they don't pass the English proficiency test they take before coming to college. UI student Cosmos Wong did not like the feeling of having to take ESL classes.
I actually don't like that feeling because I was forced to take that class. And school said that they want me to improve my English skills, but I think there are lots of new ways to do that.
The English as a Second Language Programs Director, Maureen Burke, believes students need to view these classes with a positive outlook.
These classes aren't a punishment. They're supposed to help them. And while they may not see that benefit right away, hopefully they'll see it as they begin to apply these skills.
UI student Young Jae Kim is one of the students who felt the ESL classes were beneficial.
Since English is not my first language, but that kind of helped me a lot.
Reporting here from the English Second Language Office at the Old Capitol Building, Ethan Gutstein, Daily Iowan TV.
Every day after our newscast, we've told you about a woman who was a pioneer in journalism.
Dottie Ray, an Iowa City radio personality for over 50 years, changed broadcasting by telling the stories of others.
And today, you have the chance to hear her story. Today at noon and 6 p.m., a documentary about Dottie will be shown in the Brownell Boardroom in the Adler Journalism Building. There will also be a panel discussion to talk about Dottie's impact on Iowa City and on journalism.
Stick with Daily Iowan TV later this week when we tell you more about the event and Dottie's life. Well, Becca, I heard that Iowa Hoops is going to be back in business.
Yep, basketball is finally back. Media Day was yesterday. Let's toss it over to Taylor and Bo in the sports studio with more. Guys?
Yeah, we got our first look at this year's Iowa basketball team yesterday.
And even though it's still a really young team, they still bring a lot of depth and experience to the Iowa roster, starting with 4 freshmen last year.
Last year, Iowa's season ended at home to TCU as a part of the NIT tournament. But this team is using that loss as a reminder of where they don't want to be this season.
Last season's NIT loss to TCU hurt this Iowa basketball team, but not as much as it hurt for them to not hear their name called on Selection Sunday.
Yeah, we're honored to be in the NIT. It's a great tournament, but we want to be in the NCAA tournament. That's what we think we're capable of, and that's what we're working towards this year.
We're not satisfied at all with how last season ended, the tournament that we were playing in. We knew that we should have been able to been a part of the NCAA tournament, and we had 3 more years to grow together, and I guess this season is one where we really want to take that next step and get this program turning in the right direction.
Team-wise is to win a title. That's going to be our expectations going forward. And we're looking at each other and realizing we have a lot of guys that know we want to get there and have that same exact goal. So I think that's a stepping stone for any team that wants to win a title. They all have to have that same agreement that we can do this. We know we want to kind of change that culture and really bring a title back to Iowa City, because that's obviously what everyone wants here.
And if all goes as planned, Iowa will be hearing their name called on Selection Sunday this year. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Lucy Rodine for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Well, if Iowa can live up to their high expectations this season, I have no doubt the Hawks will be playing in March.
I agree. And our very own Mary-Kate Harrian is standing by in Carver Hawkeye Arena to give us her own thoughts on this upcoming season. Mary-Kate?
Well, finally, Iowa Basketball Media Day took place yesterday, and after somewhat of a disappointing season, the Hawkeyes are back, and I would definitely say better as well. They're returning 13 players and bringing back some pretty talented guys as well, saying that they do welcome in 4 new freshmen, one of those being Fran McCaffrey's son, Connor. So speaking of coach, he said he does not have a set starting lineup, but he does have one in mind. But before he announces his, I'm going to give coach some advice and give you all my starting lineup. At the 1, obviously Jordan Bohannon is going to get the go-ahead. Just a tremendous year last year for him. Shot 38% from the field, 41% from the free throw line, even though I did give him a run for his money last spring. 85% from the free throw line. He's just who you want running your offense, even as a freshman, just so poised on the court and can handle the pressure of being a point guard. At the 2, I'm going to put Isaiah Moss in there. Redshirt sophomore, got the floor experience last year, had 220 points last season, 29 assists, started in the final 28 games of the season, and was very big for the team when Jock was injured with his back injury last season. At the 3 position, some are probably going to disagree with me here, but Nicholas Bear is my guy, redshirt junior, and I mean, what a story from him. Total hard worker. He was only in the starting lineup for 10 games last season, but he did see action in all 34. He was Big Ten 6th Man of the Year for a reason, but with that 3 spot being open, he deserves it. He makes smart, sound decisions on the court. You can count on him to be a playmaker. He can let it fly from three-point land pretty well too last season as he shot for 39%. I think first game give him that chance to show you he is more than a 6th man and can be that starting guy for the team and a leader. These next 2 for me are a little tricky because I think they'll be changed and rotated a lot during the season. But for the first game, I'm going to stick with what I know, throwing Cordell Pemsl at the 4 and Tyler Cook at the 5. Pemsl lost about 15 pounds, which I think is going to help him move and stay longer on the floor. Pemsl had 169 rebounds last season, averaged 8.9 points per game. You will get a strong guy out of him in the paint, and he'll get your rebounds and be able to put some putbacks in as well. Now Cook, like I said, at the 5, started 26 of 27 games that he played in. He missed some time because of a fractured index finger. He's a scorer though, you want him in the game. Shot 55% in field goals, averaged 12.3 points per game, had 143 rebounds. Now after the first couple games, I could see him getting moved to the 4 and putting Luka Garza in at the 5, who's a 6'11 freshman, just stud. So excited to see him play. But that is my starting lineup. It could be changed, and it probably will be changed more than a few times with how deep that their roster is. You could also see redshirt junior Brady Ellingson in that 3 spot, who shot 40% from 3 last season. So I'm excited. It's going to be a long, exciting season. They're no longer a young team. It's no longer a rebuilding season, so they have a lot to prove, but I think they're ready to prove it as well. Like I said, tip-off for Game 1 of the season will be 7 p.m. on Friday, October 27th against William Jewell College on BTM+. Thanks, guys. I'll send it back over to you.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see if Mary-Kate is right next Friday. But tune in next Thursday morning for Mary-Kate and the first courtside show of the year as she will break down Iowa's first matchup with William Jewell College.
And tune in tomorrow for updates as the football team prepares to take on Northwestern this weekend.
And we'll have updates from the Iowa volleyball team. Guys, back to you.
And that'll do it for this edition of Daily Iowan TV.
Stay up to date on all the latest news by checking us out at dailyiowan.com and by picking up a copy of the Daily Iowan. I'm Becca Skadden.
And I'm Noah Gowdy. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.
Breaking down barriers long before we knew they existed. Dottie Ray, a revolutionary trailblazer, an Iowa City radio personality for over 50 years. Foundation builder for journalists. Please join us in sharing Dottie Ray's story on the big screen. After the showing, a panel discussion about Dottie's life will follow. It's all part of Habitat for Humanity's She Built the Future. For more information, please contact Habitat for Humanity.